The Tosti Asti had problems in 1A. They're testing the engine now. Let's see if we can get a word with driver Steve Reynolds. What happened? More bad luck?
Well, yeah, I guess that's about all you can say. You know, we went with a quick engine change just prior to that heat, and it had such a severe vibration when I left the dock, I didn't have any choice but to shut it off.
But Mr. Reynolds and the Tosti Asti has another shot. They have no points, but they could get some in Heat 2A. Here's your rundown with the Atlas, the Squire Shop, Rampage 3, and Executone telephones. Time for Heat 2A. On the inside is the Squire Shop, then the Tosti Asti, and the Executone telephones. Outside is Rampage 3. I don't see the Atlas van lines. It appears it will not make the start of Heat 2A. From our camera position, virtually on top of the Bagnell Dam, you see the Squire Shop on the right of your screen. In lane 2, the Tosti Asti. Lane 3, Executone going by right now. And on the outside, the U-20, Jerry Hopp aboard the Rampage 3. The Squire Shop, remember all the damage they had to repair, and right now, Mickey Reeman is in first place aboard the Squire Shop. There's the lead between first and second place. The Executone telephone in second with George Johnson aboard in that Lucero design boat. First place belongs to Mickey Reeman, a man who has won virtually 48% of the heats that he has been in. He is a winner, and look at him bounce along that first turn. There are a lot of ground swells on this course, much like Seattle, Washington, when they race there. As they go down the main chute, as Mickey Reeman is doing right now, they go somewhat parallel to those ground swells, but they can really cause hydroplanes fits. Going down the back chute, they go against them, which can cause the nose of the boat to dig in. So it's rather treacherous out there right now, as Mickey Reeman aboard the Squire Shop holds on to that lead over the second place boat, the Executone telephones, and George Johnson. Look at the speed of the Squire Shop as they come down the main chute. 120 miles per hour, .821 for the Squire Shop, 114 for the Executone telephones. Third place, Steve Reynolds, right there in the Tosti Asti. Another great shot from the Bagnell Dam as they come down around the first turn. Again, Mickey Reeman going after another victory. He is number 2 in national points aboard the Squire. And the number 3 boat in points is the man behind him right now, the Executone telephones and George Johnson. Mickey Reeman in first place, second place, Executone telephones, third place, that man, Steve Reynolds in the Tosti Asti. The turbine-powered boat, they had fits going through that salt water down in San Diego 2 weeks ago. They got the engines cleared out, cleaned out, and they're running much better here in Heat 2A. Of course, they had problems in Heat 1A, but they've got them cleared up. They made an engine change, and Steve Reynolds is in third place. Mickey Reeman trying to pick up 400 points. He got a third in the earlier heat today, trying to make it into the final. Coming down the main chute, Executone with George Johnson in second place, first place to Mickey Reeman. The Squire Shop going at a clip of about 117 to 115 miles per hour, which translates to about a 145 to 155 mile per hour straightaway. The Rampage 3 with Jerry Hopp aboard out of the Northwest. Bill McFadden owning that boat. And again, the boat's coming right at you as they go into turn number 1. Mickey Reeman in the Squire Shop. He's had a great year. Many people remember the start he had in the Gold Cup final over in Tri-Cities, Washington. George Johnson, second place. Steve Reynolds and the Tosti Asti in third. Again, as you can see now, the Executone not giving up at all as the Executone telephones, and George Johnson is moving up on the Squire Shop. In lane number 2, George Johnson about to pass the Squire. It appears he does. Going down the back chute and into the second turn. Remember now, a lot of swells as they go in there. Both boats flying into that turn right now. And keep in mind, you have a man who has never won a heat, George Johnson, right there in the Executone telephones against a man who has won virtually half the heats he's been in, that being Mickey Reeman in the red boat, the Squire Shop. George Johnson with a chance to make a little bit of history today as he completes lap number 4 on this 5-lap heat of 2A. George Johnson, the Executone telephones, in first place ahead of Mickey Reeman. A chance to pick up his first victory ever in the Executone telephone camp. Johnson's speed for lap number 4, 117 miles per hour. He is picking them up and laying them down now as you see the third place boat, that being Reynolds, Steve Reynolds in the Tosti Asti, the turbine-powered boat. Back to the U-20, and that's the Rampage 3 with Jerry Hopp still going after more points. He may not beat a lot of people, but I'll tell you, he finishes many races, that is, a very high percentage of finishes for the Rampage 3. Right now, George Johnson is trying to hold on to this lead and pick up his first victory ever in the unlimited level. Of course, he has been an offshore racer, has picked up victories there. Not here, not on a course the Unlimited hydroplane. Mickey Riemann giving chase in lane number 1. You can see the rooster tail of the Executone in front of him. Back to Jerry Hoff, who'll pick up some points again in the Rampage 3. Bill McFadden, the owner of this boat, out of Seattle. The Executone, they're toying with different power plants for the future, even what is called a turbocharged Merlin engine, something that's never been done really in the Unlimiteds. They might do it, but right now, on the final lap, down the straightaway for the last time, it's George Johnson on the outside trying to get his first victory. On the inside is Mickey Riemann in the Squire Shop, and the Executone Telephones will get the victory. Coming in second place, Mickey Riemann and the Squire Shop, 300 points. But for the Executone, there's good news and bad news. As you see, they are tied for the day with Atlas Van Lines. And if it comes down to one of those two boats, it would probably be Atlas because they have a faster average speed. We'll find out after Heat 2B who gets into the final. Let's go to Jim Hendrick.
Well, Don, there's a lot of excitement down the Executone telephone camp because it's the first heat victory for this driver, George Johnson, and his team, and it's well earned.
It's about time. It's about time.
Actually, what happened? You got up to the square, you were pushing all the time.
Well, we gave her all we had there. We figured we had a chance to catch him, and, well, we did it. I think we cost us an engine doing it, though, I think.
I understand as you crossed the line, you had some problems. You couldn't have gone one more lap.
No, we had a big pop there. I see a bunch of oil running on the side of the boat down there now, so hope it ain't too bad, though.
George Johnson, the Executone telephone crew, and back up to you, Don.
Coming up, a rematch between the national champion Budweiser and that fast improving Light All-Star. Heat 2B in just a moment.